Hello, fellow Civil War buffs. This is Harmon. This is Harms88. Talking today about my work in progress, the the book A Leap in the Dark, which is set in the Antebellum United States. And the story focuses around four children, the Sweeney twins, Albert and Naomi, and the Biro siblings. Two of the siblings, I should say. There's three, but we focus only on two of them. And them growing up during the years of 1845 to 1858. And these children growing up during teenage years and whatnot, during this time where America is slowly going from being pretty united to, tearing itself apart. And one of the things that I really wanted to do, now this is going to be a series I'm going to load weekly, talking about the story, about the different aspects of it, and letting you guys have an opportunity, to learn a little bit about the book, and also about different things and whatnot, talk about certain aspects that come up in there, such as United States military, immigration, societal norms, the history of Maine, because the state of Maine is included in here, even though I'm not by any means a expert on the history of Maine. It's still pretty important. And one of the things that I think that you guys will enjoy with this book when it does get released, because I'm currently in chapter 18, working on it, but one of the things that is most, I think, interesting about this book is the fact that I try to make it as honest as I can for what teenagers go through as, what they're growing up. Most people seem to ignore the fact that teenagers, they're discovering the opposite gender. They're discovering, that there's girls and that there's boys. And, with young men, it's very much, as soon as they discover the opposite gender, they're all like, they're horny individuals. So they're very much, their entire focus is on how can I get into this girl's pants, basically. And with women and whatnot, they have that added aspect, the fact that they are women, especially at a time when women were supposed to be a lot more demure, very much subservient to the whims of men, basically. And this does result in a tragedy for one of the characters, who not only is she a victim of the fact that she is basically viewed as a sexual object, but then because of the way society was, especially back then, there's very much the idea of victim shaming. Meaning, that, well, she's a victim. However, if she was more morally upright, certain things wouldn't have happened to her, basically. And also a look at, how these immigrants, because they are immigrants, two of them are from Ireland and two of them are from Hungary, how these immigrants grow up and whatnot with these dual identities, of being, in one set, Irish Americans, even though there are only three when they come across, how that affects their lives, and the other one's Hungarian Americans, how that affects their lives, and not only that, but how their family upbringing affects them as well. On the one hand, you have parents, step-parents, that are very supportive, that they're like, you know what, we totally support you, except for the one who wants to be, who thinks that, she wants to wear pants, dresses, and whatnot. They're like, yeah, no, you shouldn't be wearing that type of stuff because you are a girl. But she's very much a tomboy. While on the other side, you have this family that, back in their history, they were the right hand of the kings of Hungary before the Austro-Hungarian Empire rose, and their entire life is being dictated upon, we have these expectations for you. We were forced out of Hungary by the ages of the emperor, and we have to build up our fortune, our status here in the American society. So you have to marry who we say that you get to marry, and not only do you have to marry who we say you want to marry, But you have to have the type of employments that we think are best suited to get us to be more established in the American society, political structures. Anyways, I want to do this at least once a week, Today's Monday, but I want to do it on Saturdays, Saturdays or Sundays, upload a video, just like I said, talking about different elements of the story. And if you guys have comments and whatnot, definitely leave them in the topic big thread. And not only that, but if you have questions and whatnot, I might make it into like a whole video just talking about this one. And not only is this just to keep it, talk about this book and whatnot, but to, in a sense, allow you guys, to be a part of the creative process and very much involved, as it were, in the creation of the book. Even though obviously you're not writing or anything like that, but be able to help invest more, so that way when the book comes out, you guys will be like, you know what, we're so invested, we want to buy it, although you guys probably won't. But anyways, that's either here or there. Anyways, that's it for today, and we will talk to you guys next week. Harms88 out.